Get ready, because what's happening right now with the Minnesota Vikings is taking everyone by surprise. When you think about the quarterback rankings for the 2025 NFL season, you naturally expect to see familiar names dominating the top tier, players with years of experience, proven performance, and sensational plays. But here's the shocker that has caused a stir in both Vikings Nation and the entire NFL community. But first, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to stay in the know. Now, J.J. McCarthy, the young quarterback who hasn't played a single snap in an NFL regular season game, has been ranked ahead of Caleb Williams in Pro Football Focus's latest quarterback rankings. Yep, you heard that right. Let that sink in for a second. McCarthy, at just 22 years old, coming off an entire rookie season missed due to a meniscus injury, is sitting at number 21 overall, while Caleb Williams, the widely discussed number 1 overall pick with all the physical gifts imaginable, is down at number 24. This isn't just some random hot take. This comes straight from PFF's highly detailed quarterback rankings for the 2025 season. McCarthy is also ranked ahead of other highly touted prospects like Drake May and Michael Penix. And get this, he's the third highest ranked quarterback from his own draft class, only trailing Jaden Daniels, number 6, and Bo Nix, number 19. John Kosko, the analyst behind these rankings, made it crystal clear in his breakdown. He outright said, "I had McCarthy as the top quarterback in the 2024 NFL Draft." Let that statement resonate. Over Caleb Williams. Over Drake May. Over Bo Nix. Over everyone. Kosko points to McCarthy's final season at Michigan, where the kid put up an astounding 92.2 PFF grade and a 93.4 passing grade, saying that those numbers reflect every trait you want in a young passer ready to lead an NFL offense. Now, what's even more fascinating is the context here. While McCarthy was sidelined recovering from his injury, Sam Darnold, yes, Sam Darnold, had a Pro Bowl caliber year leading this Vikings offense. That alone makes the upcoming quarterback battle even juicier. But according to Kosko, this isn't even a debate. He believes McCarthy is set up to thrive in Kevin O'Connell's system if he's fully healthy, considering what Darnold was able to accomplish last season. And you know what's really blowing minds? The fact that McCarthy is classified in Tier 4, young players with a wide range of potential outcomes. This tier is where quarterbacks have the potential to either completely explode into top-tier starters, like Jaden Daniels did, or fall flat. But Kosko's message is clear. He's betting on McCarthy to be the safer, more reliable option going into 2025. Let's be honest, this ranking sparked a wave of debate across social media. Some argue that Caleb Williams' raw talent and playmaking ability make him the obvious future superstar, while others point out that Williams needs to mature his decision-making, often forcing risky throws instead of taking safer plays. On the flip side, McCarthy seems perfectly suited to play it smart within O'Connell's structured offense, executing the game plan with discipline while waiting for the right moments to flash his athleticism and arm talent. But hold on, because this isn't the only headline grabbing attention in Vikings Nation right now. Let's talk about Josh Metellus. This guy, honestly, how is he still flying under the radar? Metellus has led the Vikings in tackles for 2 straight seasons. Yet somehow, beyond Minnesota, he's barely getting the recognition he deserves. NFL.com's Tom Blair recently dropped a piece naming the most underappreciated player from every NFL team. And for the Vikings, he chose none other than Metellus. And Blair didn't mince words. He credits Brian Flores, the mastermind behind Minnesota's defensive resurgence, but stresses that Metellus is a chess piece that Flores moves all over the field. The numbers back it up. Last season alone, Metellus lined up for 512 snaps in the box, 330 snaps as a slot corner, 90 snaps at free safety, 63 on the defensive line, and even 33 snaps as a wide corner. This is the very definition of versatility. He's the Swiss Army knife of the defense. Check these stats out over the past 2 years since becoming a full-time starter. 219 total tackles, 9 tackles for loss, 2.5 sacks, 3 interceptions, 10 pass breakups, 5 forced fumbles, and 1 fumble recovery. That's not just solid production. That's game-changing. And yet, he's heading into the final year of his contract without the national buzz he deserves. And here's the thing, after the Vikings added absolute monsters like Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave to the defensive front during free agency. You have to think the floodgates are about to open for box defenders like Metellus. Those guys are going to command so much attention at the line of scrimmage that it could free up Metellus to wreak even more havoc, whether that's shooting gaps to make tackles for loss or dropping into coverage to force turnovers. But that's not all. Off the field, there's some massive personal news involving the face of the franchise. Vikings quarterback J.J. McCarthy and his fiancée Katia Karopas just announced that they're expecting their first child. That's right, the future leader of the Vikings is about to become a father, with the couple set to welcome a baby boy in September. They've been together since high school, got engaged earlier this year in January, and now their family is growing right as McCarthy prepares to take over as the full-time starter. Talk about a life-changing year. And while McCarthy prepares for both the responsibilities of fatherhood and being the starting quarterback in the NFL, another conversation is brewing, one that might surprise a lot of fans. There's growing buzz about a potential trade involving Jaguars running back Travis Etienne. On the surface, it might sound crazy. After all, the Vikings just acquired Jordan Mason from the 49ers to complement veteran Aaron Jones in the backfield. But when you dive deeper, it starts to make sense. The Vikings finished 20th in rushing last season, averaging just 109.1 yards per game. With McCarthy stepping in, Kevin O'Connell needs a strong running game to ease the pressure on his young quarterback. Etienne, who's entering the final year of his rookie contract, could bring a dynamic, pass-catching element to this offense that's currently missing. Jones, while productive with 51 receptions for 408 yards and 2 touchdowns last season, is also 30 years old. And while Jordan Mason offers physicality in short yardage situations, the Vikings didn't draft a running back this year, leaving the door open for another addition. Etienne's versatility as both a runner and receiver would give Minnesota an entirely new dimension on offense. But here's where it gets interesting. Yes, the cap implications would be tough, with $5.2 million in dead money for Mason and $6.8 million for Jones if the Vikings were to move on from either. But as we've seen around the league, teams have eaten much larger dead money hits when they believe it's the right move for the future. The question is, would Etienne even want to come to Minnesota knowing he might not be the featured back unless there's an injury? Or is there a scenario where O'Connell convinces him that a hybrid role this year could set him up for a bigger payday and bigger role in 2026? This is the part where I want to hear from all Vikings fans. What do you think about this? Is Josh Metellus really the most underrated player on the team? Are you buying into the hype surrounding J.J. McCarthy's quarterback rankings? And do you think the Vikings should seriously consider an offer for Travis Etienne, or is the backfield position already set? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Go Vikings!